And in this case, you have total control of the tree. So it's another beauty about bonsai. Hi, I'm miltonchang of Bonsaiheirloom. And today I work on my favorite medium-sized bonsai. People think I do too many big trees, so I would show you that I can do shohin and small bonsai as well. This is a Korean hornbeam, which is highly desirable. It grows more like a bush, whereas the other hornbeam grows fairly tall, European and American hornbeam. And the leaves, this one reduced quite small. Hornbeam is actually a part of the birch family, so it likes a lot of water, and you can grow from cuttings. I will save some of the bigger cuttings for propagation. I came across this tree driving around Oregon in a Willamette Valley area, which is a very fertile land, full of loam because of the flooding. And there are a lot of nurseries, and I was looking for material to grow to landscaping my house, which we were building. So this 25, 30 years ago. And I came across this guy selling this in 5-gallon cans, about half a dozen of them. So this is one of it. And this is the one I kept small because I cut it off and put it in a small pot quite early. With that in mind, then I just click away. And as usual, I begin with the apex in mind. And you don't want the apex to keep growing taller and taller. So what I'll do is I'll try to cut short the apex so that it will remain, in this case, really grew about 1 inch, which is tolerable. So again, always begin with the apex in mind. And so I think I will choose, this is the apex. So it really only increased the height by about half an inch, which is if it only increases the height by half an inch each year, that should be okay. And then I clip off all the redundant branches to shape. And again, I'm not making major changes of just the following this tree. Basically, there are 3 branches coming up. It's a triple trunk in some sense. And then each one will have an apex and a triangle. So the whole thing is also a triangle. So always keep that in mind, the triangle, because that's how trees grow. Bottom grows a little faster because it's older, and they grow out to seek light, and that's why the triangle. So there's really not much to talk about, so I just keep on clipping. And each time you clip it, let's say once a year, twice a year, the trees just get thicker and more magnificent over time. And that's how the deciduous tree works. That includes elm, salcova, and so on and so forth. So basically, you could clip off anything that's not in the direction you want. And eventually, everything is harmonious, synergistic, going in the right direction, following the guidance of light. That's how nature defines growth, having the branches following the light to seek energy. So almost, again, you can make no mistake because it will grow out to fill out naturally as dictated by nature to seek light. So I can go pretty quick now that I get the hang of it. So just work from the top down. Again, keep the triangle in mind when you clip the length of the individual branches. This is one of my medium-sized bonsai as compared to one of my huge one. And the medium-sized bonsai and the shohin are particularly good gifts. I would say probably the medium-sized bonsai is better gift than shohin, because for somebody that receiving a gift, likely not to be a bonsai hobbyist. If you're buying it for yourself, I think that's great. But if you're buying a bonsai for gifting, then I think it's tenuous to send a small shohin bonsai because it may dry out too fast. On the other hand, if the recipient is an experienced bonsai person, then it really doesn't matter, right? So in this case, bonsai is such a perfect gift, and that's what I like to promote bonsai as such, because it's very personalized, and you can find ways to express yourself. For example, a student, I don't mean necessarily a young kid. Let's say you got your PhD and your thesis professor loves apple tree. You can give him an apple tree as a gift. And in this case, I'm thinking about crab apple, which has little red fruits hanging pretty much all year round, well, at least a good part of the year. And that will be a constant reminder of, student and teacher relationship. You know, the apple thing about young boys or girls bringing little apple, red apple to the teacher. So it's so personalized in terms of what it can be. A bonsai can be a wonderful Christmas gift, of course. And when the leaves start to come out in the springtime, it'll be such a joy to see the rejuvenation in a sense of the coming out of the winter. So on and so forth. It never ends. I'm just cutting off anything that's going off direction. Anything that's a little too long, too short, going off in the wrong direction, I clip it off. And then when it shoots out, it will be right. Eventually, everything will be synergistic and rhymes one part with the next. So you can see it's pretty quick. You can keep quite a number of bonsai. For that matter, you can give quite a number of bonsai to someone. It will not be overwhelming, because it really doesn't take much to maintain it. When you nurture a bonsai, such as watering, you feel good about it. You did something, reciprocity. When you did somebody a favor, not only that person loves it, you're also rewarded by feeling you did something nice. And so when you did something nice to the tree by watering it, you feel good about it. That's your reward, So nothing is free in life. Everything is reciprocity. That's the nature of a relationship. So that's pretty much done. And let me take a look at a distance to see how it fits into my overall design. So one other thing I like to do is to pull off some of the bottom leaves, because leaves should not be at the bottom. They tend to seek light to be on top. And when you have so much growth, the problem is that it covers the bark, the trunk. So you don't see the beauty of the trunk when you have so full of branches, leaves, especially those that are pointing downwards, the branches that are pointing downwards, or the leaves that are pointing downwards. So must have pull them off so they don't obstruct the view of the tree itself. Anything you don't like, you clip it off, you don't have it. Life is so good when everything is your way. And in this case, you have total control of the tree. So it's another beauty about bonsai. So look at this tree right now. I think I can let this branch grow longer eventually to have more of the offset triangle. In the meantime, you can see this is the backside actually. And in fact, I should probably repot it at this angle, so you can see the rootage comes out this way and then this way, and then the triangle. So, but the tree should look reasonable at all angles, you can see this the side, that can be the front. You can see how nice this the grow over the cut, the holes. Over time, it'll be a little round thing over the hole, like what you find in nature. So this would be actually a perfect front. So you can see this is actually the front. You can see the rough triangle I'm trying to make. And then you can see the rootage. It's totally flaring out, spreading out to show the power of the tree, grasping for more nutrients. And you can see the moss that I sprayed over that last fall, towards last November, October timeframe, all starting to look really nice. And right now it's a little bit dry, but when it starts to rain, this will be totally green like a lawn. And then you have the apex, you have triple trunk, one main trunk going up a little bit taller, and one coming to the side and one to the side. I think this is actually a picture-perfect bonsai tree. And it's a medium size, perfect for a gift to your boss. That would be somebody you really respect. That would be much appreciated. And you tell the person that he had to water it once or twice a day to keep it moist. That means you're telling him to remind yourself that you're the giver once or twice a day. And so give to get, you really have to put the effort in to keep this tree alive. And you feel the pleasure that you have keeping the tree alive. So, for example, I will give a bonsai tree like this to my grandson who is graduating from college. And I will give it to him to say, look, this tree I've nurtured for 30 years, or 10 years, whatever it is, and please keep it alive. That's your responsibility. Can you imagine the impact to this young person to get it, to learn about responsibility? Because he would feel so bad if the tree dies, he felt like he didn't do his thing. And that's how you learn, by making mistakes, to gradually learn how to take on responsibility. So I cannot emphasize more, bonsai is a wonderful gift. It's good for your mental health. It's relaxation. And it teaches children about green and teaches children about responsibility. It's a perfect gift for somebody you respect and you love, and serve as a constant daily reminder. This is, again, one of my favorite trees that I started from a 5-gallon plant about 25, 30 years ago. So bonsai is a wonderful gift all the way from, it's good like meditation, it's teach you how to take care of things, be green, and so on and so forth. So get you closer to nature. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please click like, that's my reward and my brownie points and my encouragement. And please subscribe to our channel. So with that in mind, then please stay tuned. And again, sign up for our mailing list. And I see you next week.